Senator Hanson.
Thank you very much. Well, today I wish the everyday men of Australia, the many males who go about their lives working hard to provide for their families, putting food on the table without any fuss and not expecting any fanfare or huge accolades. You men help make Australia what it is today. It's not often that the dedicated and hard-working men of this country collectively get a pat on the back as they deserve, so I'd like to do that now. Well done, men. You deserve to be honoured. I thank you. It is more often that we uplift women in this country and men are widely regarded as toxic. That is wrong. The extreme majority of men are not toxic, they are good, they are caring. The issue has really come to the fore in the recent month with the bushfires around the country, particularly Queensland and New South Wales and also South Australia. While the firefighters, who are mostly males, were battling the blazes, we had feminists telling us that after they fight the fires, no doubt exhausted and dehydrated, covered in sweat, ash and soot, and with their skin singed from the heat, they go home and beat their partners. What an idiotic suggestion. There is zero research to back up that claim. It is perhaps no surprise that the comments were made by a good friend of the Greens. At the time, I stood firm and described the comments as disgusting and male-bashing. It was not good enough for the Greens to promote and support such comments. I also made it clear that I have had a gutful of hearing from man-hating feminists. I believe in what is fair and just, and I'm sick and tired of this constant criticism of men in Australia, especially if they're white. I think the property owners who watch their homes go up in flames are not too worried about a pile of paperwork that hasn't been filled out. Why is there such an ongoing attack on the men in this country, particularly those who are showing strength and masculinity and who risk their lives to protect property, lives, pets and animals? Well, I'm not going to man-bash. There is no reason to do it. The vast majority of men are not toxic. They are loving, caring, respectful and hard-working. And it is mostly men who step up and face the flames, extreme heat, rough terrain and tinder dry fuel to fight the bushfires. In August 2019, there were 15,300 firefighters in Australia. 9.6% were female. Why aren't the feminists who demand equality in boardrooms and in politics not rushing to sign up as volunteer firefighters? Where is the feminist campaign for equality in this difficult, physically demanding and also thankless profession? In August 2019, there were 208,900 truckies in Australia. 4.3% were female. Well, the feminists should be ashamed of themselves at letting themselves down in this field. I've never seen a feminist recruiting campaign to get more women behind the wheels of the truck. Maybe it's too demanding, not glamorous enough, so they're happy for the men to do it. Trucking is a tough life. They spend days away from loved ones, they sleep uncomfortably, they are on pressure to meet delivery deadlines, and for owner-drivers, it's a cutthroat industry and they struggle to make a decent profit. It's worth noting to saying without trucks, Australia stops. So I guess with 95.7% of truckies being men, we can thank the men that Australia hasn't stopped. And I say thank you to the truckies for what they do for Australia. In August 2019, there were 51,300 coal mining workers in Australia. 13.9% were women, and no doubt less down in the mines. Why aren't the feminists demanding that more women be given jobs several kilometres under the ground, in the darkness, the heat, the danger, on the machinery drilling for the coal? And I can go on with coach drivers, 45,300, 11.4% were women. And I suppose what I'm getting to here in this chamber is the fact is that I hear day in, day out here that the Greens are getting up and having a go about the domestic violence against women. Yes, it is happening, but I just cannot stand here and see the bashing of men going on in this country all the time, because what we're seeing here is each day in Australia, 6 men take their lives and 82 men call an ambulance due to suicidal thoughts or attempts. Prostate cancer kills more men than breast cancer kills women. 2/3 of homeless who sleep rough are men. 95% of workplace fatalities are men. 1 in 3 domestic violence victims are men. These figures are backed up by the New South Wales Bureau of Crime Statistics and Research. We confirm that the 2018 29.2% of domestic violence victims were men. I'd like to say thank you to the men. You helped make Australia the great nation it is today. And to my colleagues in this chamber, thank you very much. You make it very interesting.